Hey everyone, so I am home at my parents' house in Charlotte. Today's video is not going to be a normal vlog. Today's video is actually going to be pretty tough, and I'm going to share with you guys my biggest challenge yet of hiking the trail. Recently I've actually been off the trail for a couple weeks now. I got off in Irwin, Tennessee to go visit a school. It's been really important for me to do these side trips to make sure that I end up at the school that's the best fit for me come fall. So I got off to go visit Brown University, and while I was up there in Rhode Island, I ended up in the minor emergency room. So I had some really scary symptoms. I didn't really know what was going on. I got severe cramping in my legs. Debilitating cramping. I could not walk. I was vomiting. I was kind of delirious out of it. I didn't really know what was happening. And my Uber driver actually ended up taking me to the urgent care because nobody knew what to do. So I was really fortunate to have a very kind Uber driver because I was up there by myself, and so it was really challenging. And turns out I was diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis. And for those of you who don't know what that is, which most of you probably don't, it's a very rare condition where essentially your muscles are eating themselves. It is most common in victims of like natural disasters. So like a crush injury, if your legs were crushed by a boulder, or your arm, something like that, that is most often where you're going to see this kind of injury. However, it can happen to some people from extreme overuse, and it's not something that is really preventable. There is a lot of research that still needs to be done on this condition, and it seems like people don't know very much about it because, again, it is really rare. I have read a couple articles about this happening to hikers, extremely uncommon. So basically, the doctors just told me that I was really unfortunate, and for some people, you can just be more prone to this condition. It can sometimes happen to people who are in not good physical condition and then overdo it. I had been training for a long time before I hit the trail. I don't think that was the case for me. This does sometimes happen to endurance athletes who are, used to doing something like this. So I had been out on the trail for almost a month at that point when this happened. I was really lucky that the symptoms didn't present themselves until I was until I was off of the trail, because I had, hospitals nearby, versus it could have been really scary if I was out on the trail and these symptoms presented themselves and I was 15 miles from a road crossing with no phone service. So on the bright side of things, I think it was meant to be that I was off the trail at the time to go visit the school. I am going to the doctors regularly, getting my blood work done to make sure that I'm improving. So what happens when you have rhabdomyolysis is that how you know that you have it, is that your creatinine kinase levels, your serum creatinine kinase in your blood is extremely elevated, way beyond normal, and that was the case for me, which is how I was diagnosed. And so I've been going into the doctor and getting blood work taken to make sure that that level is dropping. Typically, I can't walk very far before my legs start cramping up again. Severely. It's not like a normal muscle cramp that would happen just from exercising. It sort of feels like when you get a Charlie horse, or when you get like night cramping, like muscle cramping in your legs when you're sleeping. That's kind of how it feels. So I've had to just take it really easy walk as little as possible, and rest so that my muscles can heal and rebuild. Something I didn't quite explain earlier that I want to go back and touch is that rhabdomyolysis is particularly concerning, not just because of the damage that it causes to your muscles, but because it can actually go out over your kidneys. So what happens is when this creatinine kinase is circulating in your blood, your kidneys are kind of working on overdrive to try to filter that out. And when I realized that, this was something really serious that could have effects on my health for the rest of my life if I don't take this seriously, then I knew that I needed to stop hiking and to focus on hydration. It was really scary because actually at one point my urine, a little bit TMI, but turned completely brown, which is a sign that your kidneys are not able to keep up with what's going on in your body. So I knew that this was something that I needed to focus on and not try to jump back into hiking despite how much I miss it and really want to get back. So I just thought I would clarify why it is that rhabdomyolysis is something that is actually very serious. I'm really hoping that I will heal up and get cleared by the doctor to return to the trail. That is not the case at the time being. So I will keep you guys updated. I appreciate any positive vibes and thoughts and whatever it is that you do. If you pray, if you meditate, send the good vibes for my healing would be much appreciated. I'm still staying positive. It could have been so much worse. It's nothing that I could have prevented from happening or known that was going to come. So I'm just going to look on the bright side. Hopefully I will get better and I will return to the trail and do as much of it as I possibly can before I go to school. That's the plan. And then from there, if I cannot complete the trail before school starts, I will finish it in sections on the weekend and hopefully still have it done within the 1 year for a through hike. But if it doesn't work that way, it doesn't work that way. Sometimes these things just happen, and it is what it is. But I'm very happy that I've already gotten to accomplish something amazing that made me so happy. I hiked about 350 miles and I had the time of my life. Like, being out there on the trail made me so happy. So I'm really hoping that I'll heal up and get back out as soon as possible. Maybe that means I'll get back out in a week, or maybe it'll be a few weeks. Maybe it'll take a month or two. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get better. I'm not going to sacrifice my health. Health is very important. So I'm not going to overdo it if I can't handle it yet. What I've always told my friends and family before starting this trail was that the only things that will get me off of the trail would be, number one, something happening to my friends or family that required me to be there. That's first and foremost. And number two, a severe injury that I cannot quickly recover from. So number two is kind of happening right now, but I'm still not giving up on the trail. I'm not quitting. I'm still hoping for recovery and hoping to get back out there as soon as possible. So thank you guys for listening to my long rant. If you have any questions about rhabdomyolysis or about, more specifics of the symptoms or anything at all, please feel free to comment below or reach out to me, and I'll be happy to talk to you guys about that. Thanks again for listening. Send the good vibes. Hopefully I'll heal up soon and you guys will see more overly positive, happy vlogs of me hiking. Bye.